Welcome to Let's Talk. I'm your host, Woodrow Thompson, and I have a very exciting show for you today. It's exciting because of who I have in my studio. I have an I-Octane praise and worship group, a few members from the group, and you're going to enjoy them. And so I have with us For the Master in the house.
All right.
Come on, that was, come on. For the Master. I-Octane.
Pulling it down.
It's good to have you guys here with us.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you.
Good to be here.
Okay. So I've known Tim and Jasmine for some time. Actually, I used to be their pastor some years ago, and they brought some great music to North Park Worship Center in the early years. And good to see you guys again.
It's great to see you.
Now, how did this start? Tell me a little bit about the history of the group.
Well, about 2010, 2011, I myself, I had been writing songs for a while.
Right.
And I'd wanted to start a group like this.
Right.
But it just was never able to happen.
Right.
And I'd reached the point where I was ready to give my songs away.
Right.
Actually, Jason Reynolds, he missed out. Anyways. And at that point, it's like at the point where I had given up.
Right.
That's when God was like, okay, now you're ready.
Wow.
Now I'm ready to use you. And that's when he started to bring the people along, and other people in my life were ready to take up the charge of this group called For the Master. And,
Okay.
and, you know, and just the singers came along, and new songs started to come from that experience.
Right.
And then just took off from there.
Right. Now, I know that you and Jasmine have always played music. She's the drummer, and you are the guitarist. But tell me, why For the Master? Why that name?
Well, it's an interesting question. I just always sort of felt like, what if there was a group out there that everything they did was actually for God? Like when we got on stage, there was nothing, we weren't trying to draw attention for ourselves or get any fame or any glory for ourselves. So I said, why not just make that the name? Everything we do is for the Master.
Good.
That's it, simple.
Right. So how many people in the group as it is now? I know we only have 5 of you on
Yeah,
set.
just a fraction here, but right now it's about 16 people
Okay.
in the group in total.
So just go around the room and introduce the different people on the that are here tonight and what they bring to the group.
This is Tamika Williams. She's one of our tenors / alto. I could honestly say, aside from yourself, she might be the most spiritual person I've ever met. And honestly, and there's a certain grounding that she brings to us at all. And she doesn't even realize it, but there's sometimes where she just reminds us why we're there.
Good, good.
You know,
And the lady beside you?
This is my darling, lovely wife, Jasmine.
Woo!
Don't get me in trouble. Yeah, she's our drummer, and also my very honest helpmeet, and keeps me grounded and keeps me in the right direction.
Good.
But is also there with me every step of the way, as long as it's God's will.
Good. Good.
Right? But an awesome drummer as well.
Good.
I play bass and write the songs and produce and everything, and I wish I could sing, but I don't.
Right.
Maybe one day I can get lessons from one of these great singers beside me. This is Ryan Robinson.
Yes.
He's been my best friend for years,
Right.
and he's by far the most energetic, honest worship
I've
leader
seen it.
I've ever met.
Seen it. I could never keep up with him.
Right. And I keep saying, there's no one like Ryan Robinson. I tell him that all the time. There's no one like Ryan Robinson. You'll never find. Quiet. This is Jan Odai.
Good.
She's one of our brand new altos, and a very good singer, and one of the most honest, bubbly people I've ever met.
Right.
Very positive.
So you have tenor, you have alto. What else do you have in the group by way of singing?
Obviously sopranos and band members, keyboard players, organists, guitar players from all around the GTA and
Good.
whatnot, so.
Well, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, I'd like for you all to share with me how has this group changed your life, and how are you growing in this music industry, what you're doing. More with For the Master when we return. Why for the master? Apart from the fact that you and Tim have been friends for many years.
It's not because he was my friend or anything like that that forced me into this and cornered me
Twisted
and said
your
I
arm
had no choice but to join his group.
Closed captions provided by
Gospel Connection, Church of God of Prophecy, Pinewood Production brings you the #1 gospel artist in the world, the multiple award-winning Travis Green. Also featuring Toronto's finest, the Campbell Sisters, For the Master, and from Ghana, Africa, Atta Buefo.
My God is good, yo. Hallelujah.
Here's the date, Sunday, August the 6th, 2017. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. The venue, the internationally acclaimed Global Kingdom Ministries, 1250 Markham Road in Scarborough.
Tickets will go very fast.
$35 in advance. 416-795-6343 or go to gospelconnection.ca. Travis Green, his first time in Toronto. Why would you miss it?
TV programs, convocations, conventions, graduations, YouTube commercials. Pinewood Films is a locally owned production company based in Toronto, and we're here to help you capture your event on video. It could be a Saturday or Sunday morning church service, a banquet, a business function, birthday party, even that special wedding day. Absolutely no project is too small or too large. We record and edit all of our footage professionally with high-quality HD and 4K cameras that can be used for TV broadcasting or just home viewing. The choice is all up to you. So, what are you waiting for? Call us right now at 647-933-8068, and there's no obligation. Let's talk about your ideas for your next event or project. The number is on the screen. We're waiting for your call.
Welcome back to Let's Talk, and I have in studio For the Master with us. Well, it was good learning some more about you guys and what you bring to the team. But I'd like to ask you, and all of you can respond when you do get a chance to, why For the Master? You could have joined any other group. Why did you choose For the Master? Let's start with you.
Okay.
You're the newest one to the group, so I'm picking on you.
All eyes.
I'm fresh. I joined For the Master because when I listened to the music, it resonated with me a lot. The songs were saying the things in my heart. Right? So when I was approached about joining, I'm like, yeah.
It was a no-brainer.
Yeah, like I wanted to finish school first, but like when I was asked the second time, I was just like, yeah, I want to do this. And it's like all about Jesus. It's all about souls. It's all about glorifying him. And I'm like, that's what I'm about. I love what they're about.
Very good. Anyone else? Why? Why For the Master?
Well, this is really interesting. I had been praying for a long time to get back into singing with a group because I had sung with a bunch of other groups. And after school and looking for work, I had just been praying about being with people who wanted to worship, but really wanted to do it well and with a spirit of excellence. And I had prayed it, and like my dad says, pray it and put it down. And I kind of put it down and forgot about it. And Tim called me and said, hey, would you pray about joining? And I was like, oh my goodness, I already did, and I forgot. And so I prayed one more time, and that it just made sense because it wasn't about me. It was about glorifying the Lord, like Jan said, and being with a group that it's hard work. It's still a spirit of excellence. It is kind of pulling us outside the box. It's not just standing there and singing, but it is doing it for the Lord.
Very good. Yeah. Anyone else? Why For the Master? Apart from the fact that you and Tim have been friends for many years.
It's not because he was my friend or anything like that that forced me into this and cornered me
Twisted
and said
your
I had
arm
no choice but to join his group. In all seriousness, I think for my, reason to serve in this ministry, to run with my brother here, it was a big deal. It was a big deal for me to decide to do it. I was at the point where I was broken down. I was told the way that I worshiped, the way that I expressed myself was no good, that God was moving in a different way. And, who I was and how I expressed myself wasn't really acceptable at all in terms of where I was serving at the time. And I was even compared to my spouse. My spouse is anointed. She is
she's
amazing,
anointed. She's anointed
right, to do
quiet.
what she does, right? And I was compared to that, and for my own self-worth and my own self, that broke me down. And Tim approached me quite some time after this occurred, and he asked me honestly if I'd still be willing to serve, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure I was good enough. My voice, my ability, just anything. And so I was more happy just to carry cables. And he forced me to do more. So, like I said, I was strong-armed, twisted, told I had to do it, no choice. So, this is the dude. To God be the glory. Anyways.
Good.
Well,
I like the word you use, ministry, because this is ministry. It's very difficult sometimes for people to wrap their head around the fact that what you do is ministry. When we come back, I would like to talk about the challenges of keeping this group together. I've seen many groups start and eventually fade away. And I would like for you to share with us some of the challenges you're facing trying to keep this group together. More with For the Master when we return.
Closed captions provided by
Toronto, are you ready? The Church of God of Prophecy in Ontario presents One, the 55th National Convention and Conference, Friday, August the 4th to Sunday, August the 6th, 2017, at the world-renowned Mississauga Living Arts Center, 4141 Living Arts Drive in Mississauga, featuring local and international teachers and preachers. Bishop Adrian Varlock.
When your eyes meet the eyes of Jesus, if anything in you can break, it will break. Hallelujah. But it's not a breaking of destruction. It's a breaking of healing.
Minister Palma Hutchinson, Cleveland, Tennessee, with a number of special sessions. Darren Hamilton, Reforming Congregational Worship. Life coach Alice Wiafe, How to Live as an Emotional Millionaire. And on Sunday evening, all roads lead to Global Kingdom Ministries, 1250 Markham Road, as we conclude with Travis Green, live in association with Gospel Connection. Get registered now. $75 for adults, $50 for young adults and seniors, and $35 for youth. $200 for a family of 4. And of course, all hosted by the administrative bishop, Bishop Woodrow Thompson, and First Lady Pauline Thompson. Go to cogopconference.ca or call the number now, 905-625-1278. One body, one spirit, one hope, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, one. Gospel Connection, Church of God of Prophecy, Pinewood Production brings you the #1 gospel artist in the world, the multiple award-winning Travis Green. Also featuring Toronto's finest, the Campbell Sisters, For the Master, and from Ghana, Africa, Atta Buefo.
My God is good, yo. Hallelujah.
Here's the date, Sunday, August the 6th, 2017. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. The venue, the internationally acclaimed Global Kingdom Ministries, 1250 Markham Road in Scarborough.
Tickets will go very fast.
$35 in advance. 416-795-6343 or go to gospelconnection.ca. Travis Green, his first time in Toronto. Why would you miss it?
We have seen many groups that have started, and groups like these always have challenges. And as you mentioned, this is a ministry.
Yes.
And when you're involved in ministry, like you're involved in, there will always be challenges. How do you keep the group together? What are some of the things you do to keep the group knitted together and working effectively together?
Well, one rule that I have for myself,
Right.
and I've been in ministry almost my whole entire life,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and experienced different kinds of leaders.
Right.
One rule that I have for myself is that there's no excuse to not be nice.
Right.
Never is there a reason that I have to be mean with somebody or,
Right.
or too heavy-handed.
Right.
Yes, you hold your principles,
Right.
but there's no reason to not just be nice.
Right.
Right? So I find that just alone just alleviates a lot of pressure with everybody, and
Right.
it makes it easier to be around everybody.
Right.
Right? And as long as we're humble with each other,
Right.
we get to keep this going longer.
Right.
And there's other things, like reaching out in relationships and just caring for people.
Right.
You can ask my wife about that. She's
Right.
good at that stuff.
Right. Right.
How do we keep going? Mainly, we just have this rule: we don't give up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we always try to remember why we're doing it.
Right.
And sometimes you get down or you get really exhausted, and
Right.
you take a break. And you try to refresh, you look for support, you seek counsel.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you have to know when the burden's too heavy for you, when to share it with your spouse, your friend,
Right.
or a pastor.
Right.
And
Good.
you always get recharged.
Good.
You know.
No, Father Master, whether you know it or not, have taken Toronto and the GTA area and beyond. It's almost like, it is. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, well, I'm telling you.
Right on.
I've heard the rumors, which are good rumors.
Wow.
But I know that you open for many artists. I know that you have done many concerts. I know that you're always engaged. As you reflect on the many concerts, the many gigs that you've done, which one resonates with you that you can look back and go, man, that was awesome? Is there one that comes to mind?
A few.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Okay, two for me.
Two for
Okay.
you.
Our very first concert, which was at North Park.
Yes.
We didn't, we were doing mostly original music, and me, myself, the one who wrote all the stuff.
Right.
You don't know what the reaction is going to be.
Right.
So just to go and do a concert with not that many people there,
Right.
but the people there, the young people, their hands raised, fully giving it to God,
Very
it
good.
really floored me. And this is the work that God had done through us.
Very good.
And secondly, our first album release concert,
Right.
to see the turnout of almost 1,000 people,
Right.
and same reaction, even more so. It still floored me and us, and it took us by surprise.
Very good.
And just humbling that God. It's humbling that God will do that through
Right.
us,
Right.
and sort of put us in our place. Just and at the same time, let us know, don't stop.
Right.
Keep going
Right.
no matter what.
Right.
Right.
Is there anyone else that can think of one that stands out for you?
One in particular? It's the challenge in terms of finding one in particular
Right.
has been that each time that we've been given the opportunity to
Right.
serve,
Right.
we've been given enough freedom to move, to not just say we're going to do our own thing
Right,
and
right.
steal your time and get our point across. Forgive me,
Right.
y'all. It was, it's more so, okay, God, this is my analogy.
Right.
What I have to give is a $2 coin, is two is a toonie.
Right.
And I'll shine that up, and I'll
Right.
flip it, and I'll shine the other side,
Okay.
and I'm like, here, it's for my
Good.
master.
Okay.
And so maybe it's our attitude,
Right.
maybe it's what we're going into, but it's, like you said, it's ministry.
Right.
So we've had this exciting time to every time that we've been able to do something, it's hard outside of the two that Tim has pointed out to say just that particular one. Like one of the most recent ones occurred not too long ago. Kevin Adams was putting on a worship time, and it was very powerful. A lot of people showed up. It was a very diverse group of people, and so many ministers of so many different genres was willing to come out and just serve. And there was so little to no ego. There was such a freedom in that. So many times you go to places you don't know what to expect and who's willing to actually just serve and have fun with what they have the opportunity to do. And we were able to do that thanks to this dude and everybody else that was there. So,
very good. More with Father Massa when we return.
Closed captions provided by
Toronto, are you ready? The Church of God of Prophecy in Ontario presents One, the 55th National Convention and Conference, Friday, August the 4th to Sunday, August the 6th, 2017, at the world-renowned Mississauga Living Arts Center, 4141 Living Arts Drive in Mississauga, featuring local and international teachers and preachers. Bishop Adrian Varlock.
When your eyes meet the eyes of Jesus, if anything in you can break, it will break. Hallelujah. But it's not a breaking of destruction. It's a breaking of healing.
Minister Palmer Hutchinson, Cleveland, Tennessee, with a number of special sessions. Darren Hamilton, Reforming Congregational Worship. Life coach Alice Wiafe, How to Live as an Emotional Millionaire. And on Sunday evening, all roads lead to Global Kingdom Ministries, 1250 Markham Road, as we conclude with Travis Green, live in association with Gospel Connection. Get registered now. $75 for adults, $50 for young adults and seniors, and $35 for youth. $200 for a family of four. And of course, all hosted by the Administrative Bishop, Bishop Woodrow Thompson, and First Lady Pauline Thompson. Go to cogopconference.ca or call the number now, 905-625-1278. One body, one spirit, one hope, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God, one.
TV programs, convocations, conventions, graduations, YouTube commercials. Pinewood Films is a locally owned production company based in Toronto, and we're here to help you capture your event on video. It could be a Saturday or Sunday morning church service, a banquet, a business function, birthday party, even that special wedding day. Absolutely no project is too small or too large. We record and edit all of our footage professionally with high-quality HD and 4K cameras that can be used for TV broadcasting or just home viewing. The choice is all up to you. So, what are you waiting for? Call us right now at 647-933-8068, and there's no obligation. Let's talk about your ideas for your next event or project. The number is on the screen. We're waiting for your call.
Are you looking to grow your brand in the ever-increasing niche Christian community throughout Ontario? With over 3.2 million concertgoers yet untapped by some of the largest brands, now is the time to make your mark. Gospel Connection is one of the largest gospel promotional networks in North America, and we are partnering with local brands and businesses to intentionally target thousands of potential customers looking for your product or service. Every event put on by Gospel Connection features a multi-ethnic collection of international and Canadian artists, bringing a fresh wind of excitement with every appearance within the Christian community. Gospel Connection promotes over 300 gospel events yearly throughout the GTA, reaching thousands of committed concertgoers through advertising on social media, television, radio, as well as street teams delivering flyers to thousands. And we are proud of our personal relationships with hundreds of churches and pastors. Our 2017-18 concert season is our best ever, featuring world-renowned award-winning Christian artists like Travis Green, Tasha Cobbs, Todd Delaney, set to attract some of the highest levels of publicity to date. If you are ready to grow your brand in one of the largest niche markets in Canada, now is the time to call Gospel Connection on 416-795-6343 or go to gospelconnection.ca. Gospel Connection. Stay connected.
Welcome back to Let's Talk. My guest is For the Master. I'm enjoying this conversation. Now, I know that, as we talked about earlier, you guys get to meet a lot of different artists, and you get to minister with a lot of different artists. I'd like to hear also which has been your favorite artist that you've ministered with.
We got to do the Tasha Cobbs concert, but I really liked that we went on after Toronto Mass Choir.
Okay, good.
Because I really felt like they set the atmosphere of worship, and it wasn't even about the choir on stage. Right. It was more so about Jesus in that moment, and I really loved that. And so when we went in, all we had to do was just continue. Yeah. So I think that was my favorite. I know you probably wanted to hear a different name, but
I was at that concert. I agree with you.
Yeah, Toronto Mass did a great. Yeah. So I liked when we get to big up our own people
and
in that
Mass
regard.
They have been around for a long time, and they've held it together for a long time.
Right.
So that's good. How about you? You're newest to the group. How about you?
What was my favorite time?
Yeah.
I haven't been out, but my favorite time watching For the Master was the album release. That was the first time I ever got to experience it, and I got the album. I was really excited. So
good. Is there another album on the horizon?
Yes.
Good.
Just stay tuned. We're just making sure it's as good as we can.
We'll stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned.
But I know also that there's an exciting event that's upcoming. You're in Toronto.
Yes,
Travis Green.
Yep, August 6th.
August 6th. What do you think it will be like accompanying Travis Green, ministering with Travis Green?
That we definitely look just forward to the opportunity. Anytime that we have the opportunity to serve with anybody, doing. He could be doing something else.
Right.
You understand? He's so talented.
Sure.
He's so called to do what he's doing.
Right.
He could be someplace else, but he's coming here. So for anybody that's willing to serve, anybody that's willing to promote God and to sing their heart out, it's humbling. And we're more than happy to even share that time, no matter how small or how large, with them. So we're definitely looking forward to it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Gospel Connection, Pinewood Films, Church of God of Prophecy.
Yeah.
Collaborated together, and Travis Green will be in Toronto, and I can't wait to be part of that August 6th at Global Kingdom Ministry. Please. For the Master, it's been a joy having you in studio. I've been talking about having you for a long time.
Yes.
The next time you come back, we'll have you sing.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're ready.
He's like, oh yeah, we're doing it for sure.
We're ready.
Like, we're good.
Well, good to have you guys. Well, that's all the time we have on Let's Talk for today. Let's keep talking. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.